Mitsubishi Galant?
The Galant.
Are you sure this is all?
Yeah, I got my own thing.
Awesome.
Batting second, playing second, number 44, Jessica Balzano. Batting third, playing third, number 21, Lauren Moore.
Balzano.
Batting fourth and catching, number 13, Karen Schaefer. Batting fifth, playing center field, number 15, Olivia Bell. Batting sixth, playing left field, number 6, Annie Court. Batting seventh, playing right field, number 24, Lauren Zaworski.
Coventry Healthcare and Aetna Company proudly presents the 2014 Missouri Valley Conference Softball Tournament on Valley Live. Good afternoon. Alongside Laura Leonard, I'm R.C. McBride. It's our second semifinal, the 2 seed, and hosting Illinois State Redbirds take on the surprising 7th seed, Loyola Ramblers. Loyola coming in with a ton of momentum after a 4-0 victory over Drake, and then a 6-1 win over Southern Illinois, the 3 seed last night. Illinois State, they had the double bye as the 2 seed. The Redbirds have not played yet, so we'll see how this all plays out. Laura Leonard, how about our keys to the game?
Well, a couple of keys for Loyola. What they need to do is play with no pressure. They've done that to this point. They're the 7th seed, as you had mentioned. They've been able to get their way to this game and a chance to play in the finals, so really no pressure on them. And then the hit parade in the 2 games that they played, 12 hits in those 2 games, 4 of them home runs, so they're hitting with some power. For Illinois State, they need to get the running game going. They have 3 players with 11 or more stolen bases, so when they get on, they're going to run the bases and get solid fielding. Only 39 errors in these 52 games that they've played. They're ranked 14th nationally as far as fielding percentage. Need to have a solid game defensively.
We're just moments away from getting underway. Starting lineups and first pitch straight ahead on Valley Live.
You want affordable healthcare coverage that helps cover rising medical costs, and that's exactly what you'll get with Coventry. We offer a variety of affordable plans for you, your family, or business. To find out more, visit CoventryHealthcare.com today. Health, wellness, Coventry.
It's a star-struck summer at Casey's General Stores. Visit Casey's for spectacular spotlight savings, like Powerade 32-ounce bottles, 3 for $3, and large made-from-scratch taco pizzas for only $13.99. Plus, discover the secret word and enter to win a fabulous trip for 2 to Hollywood, $500 in gas, or other amazing prizes. Now premiering at Casey's General Stores. Casey's, famous for pizza.
From Out of Sight.
Sorry.
Oh, hey, and check out that new look from Pepsi.
I don't know why, but today I feel a little bit different. I feel like I woke up this morning and I can change the world. I can change the world. I guess it's true, yeah.
You want affordable healthcare coverage that helps cover rising medical costs, and that's exactly what you'll get with Coventry. We offer a variety of affordable plans for you, your family, or business. To find out more, visit CoventryHealthcare.com today. Health, wellness, Coventry.
The 2014 Missouri Valley Conference Softball Tournament is brought to you by Coventry Healthcare and Aetna Company, the official presenting sponsor for the MVC TV network. By Emerson, the global technology and engineering company. Emerson, consider it solved. And by Casey's General Store. Casey's, famous for pizza. Loyola, the 7th seed, trying to advance to tomorrow's championship game, and our starting lineup for Loyola, a presentation of Coventry Healthcare and Aetna Company. Visit CoventryHealthcare.com for more information. Health, wellness, Coventry Healthcare. And you mentioned this in the open right there at the top. Bree Pasquale, Jessica Balzano, and Lauren Moore playing long ball. In fact, Moore has 2 home runs in the tournament already, so they've done a nice job setting the table for the rest of the offense.
Now, pretty good display of power, and you think of the Missouri Valley Conference, and we just saw a team in Wichita State that had the power. They were the #1 seed in the conference, and because they can hit the ball out of the ballpark, but Loyola is showing that they can do it as well, and they have had a nice display of power and knocking the ball all over the yard.
The defense for the Illinois State Redbirds made possible by Casey's General Store. Casey's, famous for pizza, and as you mentioned, Illinois State among the nation's best defensively.
They really have done a nice job all season long. I mean, you look at those statistics, only 39 errors, and that's pretty darn good in 52 games. So doing a very good job of looking the ball all the way into the glove, making good solid throws, and that's why they're in the situation that they are, the #2 seed.
In the circle, Reagan Romshek gets the nod. Romshek, 271 ERA, 17 and 15 on the year. This will be her 31st start. 115 strikeouts on the season in 214 innings pitched. Base on balls, 70. You'd like to see that ratio a little bit better, but Romshek nonetheless has been the go-to for Illinois State. So we're just about underway. Loyola wearing some cooler uniforms, and I'm not making a fashion statement, but they had the All Blacks on yesterday in the heat. A little cooler today, so now they're donning the official school colors. And Romshek delivers to Pasquale, and we are officially underway in our second semifinal. The winner here will move on to play Bradley tomorrow afternoon. The Braves upending the regular season champion and conference tournament top seed Wichita State Shockers 4-2 immediately prior to this one.
Well, Bree Pasquale getting into the batter's box, not afraid to take a good hack at the first pitch she sees, knocks it foul, but showing that she's going to be aggressive at the plate and try to get the ball in play.
Swing and a miss, and Romshek fans Pasquale, one gone here in the first inning. Pasquale had actually started the game against Drake with a home run in the first at-bat, so.
Nice strike that just rose up in the zone, and as Pasquale was going back to the dugout, she stopped and talked to Balzano and told her what she saw at the plate and what to expect.
So Jessica Balzano stands in now. Balzano had a home run against Drake, couple of RBIs, and was 2 for 4 last night against Southern Illinois. Loyola has been swinging the bats. This one well hit, but Harrison drifting back. Not a lot of room back there, but she reels it in, 2 gone.
Well, she just kept going back and going back as that ball sailed, and did a good job of keeping her eyes up, knowing exactly where the fence was. Got to that warning track, and the ball finally came down.
Lauren Moore stands in. Moore is senior from Antioch, Illinois. A pair of home runs in this tournament. Moore batting .285 on the year, the team leader with 9 home runs, also the team leader with 34 driven in. A little bit of a delay here. Now it looks like we're ready to go. Romshek stands in, nice changeup, count even at a ball and a strike.
Give her a little bit different look there. I don't know if Moore was not comfortable in the batter's box, stepped out before, but then got a look at a nice changeup and then turns on one.
So behind the count 1-2 is Lauren Moore. Moore slugging .523 on the season. And the 1-2.
Oh, just missed. I think these pitchers in this first inning going to try to find the strike zone, try to figure out what the umpire zone is so they can work with that with their catcher.
So the count even at 2-2, just underway in our second semifinal. Skied foul to left.
Had to pull the hands a little bit in on that one and undercut it, but we have seen balls that have gotten up into the air today, and they just keep moving. They just keep sailing.
2-2. Oh, just a hair outside. You mentioned it. Now is the time to try to establish that strike zone.
Well, you just want to nibble on either corner and find out exactly what the umpire is going to call.
3-2 off the hands, and the wind will blow that one out of play. We've talked a lot about the wind this weekend.
Well, it hasn't stopped.
No, it's not, and it's been blowing consistently from right to left and somewhere in the neighborhood of 20+ miles an hour.
I think maybe harder today than it was yesterday.
Today cooler than yesterday. Upper 70s. Yesterday was upper 80s. Overall, though, a nice weather weekend. This one, well hit the left. Going back, it has home run distance, but it's foul. Moore making a bid for her third home run in as many games in this tournament.
Well, she's certainly getting around on the pitches she's seen from Ramczyk. She's pulled everything to the left side, and that we saw her do that yesterday as well. So she's definitely a pull hitter.
3-2 pitch, laced into right center field. That's down. Harrison will cut it off, and Moore stops at first with a 2-out single.
Now that's a good at bat, and going with that pitch, she'd been pulling everything, and then reaches out and goes with that pitch, dumps it into right center field.
So Taryn Schaefer, the cleanup hitter, batting .255. The catcher for Loyola stands in. Schaefer, one of the few Ramblers who's not been swinging the bat this weekend as of yet, 0 for 5 in the 2 games. Moore is your runner at first. She had the 2-out single.
Well, to this point, they haven't really needed her bat, and she's been doing a great job of handling Brittany Gardner behind the plate, calling a good game. The two of them work very well together as a battery.
Ramczyk with the 0-2. Strike 3 call, second strikeout of the inning for Reagan Ramczyk. Loyola strands a runner. We're through a half inning. Loyola nothing. Illinois State coming to bat next.
Yeah, I'm married. Doesn't matter. You do that for me? Really? Yeah, I'd like that.
Who are you talking to?
It's Jake from State Farm. Sounds like a really good deal.
Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning? Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis.
She sounds hideous.
Well, she's a guy, so.
Another reason more people stay with State Farm. Get to a better state.
Grind virtually any kind of food waste into an unending source of electrical power for a city? When Emerson takes up the challenge, it's never been done before, simply becomes consider it solved. Emerson.
Bottom of the first inning, second semifinal, no score as of yet. And let's take a look at the lineup for Illinois State, a presentation of Coventry Healthcare and Aetna Company. Visit CoventryHealthcare.com for more information. Health, wellness, Coventry Healthcare. Melinda Fisher's Illinois State lineup. Laura Canopy, will be talking a lot about her. She really is a master of getting on base. And you also talked about it in the open, Laura. It's a very balanced lineup. A lot of speed, there's some pop in there, a little bit of everything.
And that's exactly the kind of lineup that you want to have. And you have your table setters, the players that can get on base, that can steal bases, and then you have the power coming in behind. And there's a lot of things, a lot of different strategies that you can employ when you do have a lineup like that. You can always keep the defense guessing.
The Loyola defense, a presentation of Casey's General Store. Casey's, famous for pizza. That's how they'll line up behind Missouri Valley Conference Pitcher of the Year, Brittany Gardner. Gardner with 2 wins in the tournament already, a 2.65 ERA on the season, 208 2/3 innings pitched. She has struck out 173. She has walked 109, so sometimes control can be a little bit of an issue, but she's had an outstanding tournament, giving up just 1 run in 14 innings so far in the tournament. 14 strikeouts in 14 innings as well. Laura Canopy stands in for Illinois State. Canopy looks at strike 1.
We talked a little bit about this yesterday, that in tournaments past where we have seen a team get one pitcher that gets very hot, they go with that pitcher throughout the entire tournament, and that's what we're seeing out of Loyola right now, is they keep going to Gardner. Obviously, she's the pitcher of the year in the conference. She's had 2 very good games, and I know you and I kind of feel like you still can go to that one pitcher and ride that arm through an entire tournament.
Canopy looks at a ball, 2-1. Canopy owns a 489 on-base percentage, so she is getting on base half the time. 43 walks on the year. She's been hit by a pitch 20 times. She's only struck out 19.
Well, she knows how to get on base. That's the person you want in the leadoff, that is creative in the way that they get on bases, whether it's by walk, knowing, for whatever reason, some hitters just get hit by pitches more than others, and there's a knack to that, and she knows how to do it and get on base.
Thought she got on base there, but a strike call on the inside corner. Count full at 3-2. Good pitch by Gardner. Illinois State took 2 out of 3 from Loyola in their meeting earlier this season, including a run rule game back on April 12th. 12-1 the final of that one. Here's the 3-2. Fouled away, so Canopy stays alive.
Well, and even though we talk about one pitcher getting hot and being able to pitch a lot of games, you do wonder, maybe the middle part of this ball game, how much gas in the tank Gardner might have, but she looks pretty solid to start this game.
Ball 4. Canopy draws the walk. Her 44th on the season. And Nichelle Harrison stands in. Now things get interesting.
Now this is an opportunity to move runners, move the defense around. You're going to see that Loyola is shifting their defense around, coming in for the left-handed hitter. You know you have speed at first, speed at the plate.
Harrison shows bunt. Throw to first is in time. Throw behind Canopy, not in time. So Harrison with the sacrifice.
Well-placed bunt, a little bit of a drag bunt down the first base line. Good job of fielding that and defending it. Nice throw behind the runner, too, maybe to try to catch Canopy off guard.
Reagan Romshek comes to the plate, the Redbird pitcher. Romshek, a sophomore from Gibson City, Illinois. Gibson City Melvin Sibley High School. Just about 25 miles east of Bloomington Normal on Route 9. 2-0.
Well, this is the half of the inning where Gardner trying to find out where that strike zone is. And yesterday, the entire day, she worked inside and outside.
Well hit, deep right field, but the wind knocks it down. Canopy's going to try to advance. She does. 2 gone here in the inning. Off the bat, I thought that had a chance to go, but the wind, we mentioned, pretty stiff right to left. I think it might have knocked it down a little.
I do too, and it hung up there.
A good look here at Canopy advancing.
Job of tagging, but what a throw from Bell out there in deep center field off the back foot. Made it somewhat close at third base.
Cleanup hitter and designated player Jordan De Los Reyes for Illinois State. Batting .315 with 11 homers on the year. Looks at a changeup in for strike 1. Our umpires, Leah Bowen behind the plate, Terry Holt at first, and Chad Spittler at third. Gardner doing what she does, is trying to edge that corner a little further out. Count even at a ball and a strike.
And Schaefer doing what she does, trying to frame that pitch to see if she can get the call.
De Los Reyes' 11 home runs, good for second in the Valley.
Well, they've been out there twice on that outer edge, so now you know that's not getting the call. You're gonna have to bring it in a little bit. You gotta have good plate coverage to get to that outside corner.
2-1 pitch. Tried to wait back on the changeup, spins it out to second. Nice play by Balzano to retire the side. So the leadoff walk is squandered by Illinois State. We're through an inning. No score on Valley Live.
Word is getting out. Purina Dog Chow Light and Healthy is a deliciously tender and crunchy kibble blend with 20% fewer calories than Purina Dog Chow. Isn't it time you discovered the lighter side of dog chow? Purina Dog Chow Light and Healthy.
The online store at MVCgear.com is the #1 stop to get Missouri Valley Conference merchandise. With thousands of items, you'll find all the MVC gear you need in one place. You'll find the best selection, great customer service, and secure order processing. You'll also get an easy and enjoyable experience designed to help you find exactly what you're looking for. So if you want the best place to get Missouri Valley Conference gear, head to the online store at MVCgear.com.
Who could resist the call of America's #1 puppy food brand? With DHA and essential nutrients also found in mother's milk. Purina Puppy Chow.
Be sure to catch the title game of the Missouri Valley Conference Softball Tournament tomorrow, with the winner receiving the league's automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. Remember, that game will not be seen here on Valley Live. Coverage begins tomorrow at 2:30 Central on Fox Sports Midwest, Fox Sports Indiana, Fox Sports Kansas City, Fox College Sports, Comcast Sportsnet Chicago, and ESPN3. Check your channel guide for more information. Second semifinal game. The winner of this one will move on to play 4th seed Bradley tomorrow afternoon in that title game. Reagan Romshek in the circle for Illinois State, and first pitch swinging and missing is Olivia Bell, batting .248 on the season. Bell had a big RBI double, 2 RBI double in the victory against Southern Illinois last night. She skies one to deep right center field. Harrison on the run and runs out of room. It's a home run.
Well, again, the wind is playing havoc with balls that get up in the air, and these teams are getting them out there into the outfield. You saw the 2 outfielders converge on it, battling wind, battling sun, but that ball had enough distance to get out of here.
Olivia Bell with the home run, her second on the season. Let's have a look. Watch Harrison.
She starts out dead center field. Look how far she has to go.
But you just get the sense watching her that she felt that was a playable ball. And the wind just kept pushing it away. And good extension, as you mentioned, by Bell. So she had something behind it, and enough to give her her second home run on the year. So Loyola again strikes first. And again, the Ramblers do it with the long ball. Annie Korth stands in. Change up, strike one.
Well, that's got to give them a little bit of energy, a little bit of momentum, maybe calm them down a little bit. I don't know if they had any nerves coming into this game because they've had to battle for a day through 2 games and then get to this point. And, you know, you look at it, hey, they're the number 7 seed. They're really not supposed to be here according to the seeding. So they've got nothing to lose. They're pretty loose.
Pitch just misses. 3-1 the count. And the catcher, Stephanie Gallant, going to go out and have a word with Ramczyk here. We've talked about it over the years, Laura. I think this format for this tournament is a lot of fun because it gives you a lot of storylines. I mean, it's set up, it's an 8-team. For those of you who don't know, it's an 8-team tournament. Top 2 seeds get a double bye. Seeds 3 and 4 get a first round bye. Seeds 5 through 8 have to play in. A walk now to Korth. So a runner at first, still nobody out for Lauren Zaworski. So it's just enough, and we've seen this over the year. It does reward a team for a good regular season. It also, it being a single elimination tournament, gives a Loyola a chance with a good pitching performance. Popped up on the bunt attempt, and this is going to be a base hit. Ramczyk had a split-second decision to make. Tried to dive to catch it on the fly. Probably not a bad decision because you know there's going to be some spin on that ball when it lands, and she comes up just a little bit short.
Right, ball popped up, just comes off the front of her glove, makes the throw, almost gets the out there. But also Korth had to wait just a little bit as that ball got popped up. She could not get a full head of steam running to second base. She had to wait for the ball to get down on the ground.
Looks like Ramczyk scraped her hand or her arm or something, so she's trying to get cleaned up. And Loyola with a chance to make this a big inning.
Well, they get the momentum from the home run and then get the walk, trying to move the runner around, just play station to station, get another runner in scoring position. And they get a bunt that gets them a base hit, basically. They have 2 on.
It was ruled a base hit, 3rd hit of the game for Loyola. Jacqueline Murphy, she's ready to bat once Ramczyk gets cleaned up.
She's trying to make sure she has all the dirt off her hands so she can get the proper grip on the softball, make sure she gets the proper spin, feel comfortable out the pitches she's throwing.
So Loyola with runners at first and second and no one out. And after the solo home run from Bell to lead off the inning.
They have to figure that Murphy's going to lay one down here to try to get those 2 runners in scoring position.
Murphy, a 184 hitter, shows bunt, pulls back, takes ball 1.
Korth's getting a big lead over at second base as the defense shifts to cover the bases so she can get a pretty darn good jump.
The bunt is a good one. Throw to first is in time. Both runners advance. So Murphy does her job with the successful sacrifice as Korth moves to 3rd and Zaworski to 2nd.
For the Ramblers, number 16, Katie Lasavita.
9th place hitter Casey Lasavita, designated player, with a chance to drive in some runs. She had that in mind with the swing
Yeah,
she just took.
certainly did. But it was a great pitch by Romshek, right in on the inner half of the plate, underneath the hands, infield playing in to cut down the run at the plate.
Backing out of play. Romshek would love to get a strikeout here.
That's absolutely what you need right now. That's the best scenario. Defense needs to be on their toes.
La Civita is prone to the strikeout. Struck out 22 times and 82 at-bats this year. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss.
It's exactly what they were looking for. A nice off-speed pitch down low in the zone. La Civita went after it. The defense now can back up and play at normal depth.
Third strikeout of the game for Romshek. But we head to the top of the order. Bree Pasquale struck out in the opening inning. Looks at a changeup. A little low.
I like the fact, though, that they're starting her off a little off speed, knowing that she does have some pop in the bat.
Grounder to third, throw to first is in time, and Romshek works her way out of it, strands a couple of runs. So the leadoff home run for Olivia Bell gives Loyola a 1-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the second inning on Valley.
Watch your Cardinals take the field from a whole new perspective this season. Introducing the AT&T Rooftop, located on the deck of Cardinals Nation at the new Ballpark Village. It's a unique way to enjoy a game in style. The AT&T Rooftop features more than 300 outdoor seats overlooking Busch Stadium, with amenities like an upscale buffet, a full-service bar, an exclusive indoor club, as well as complimentary admission to the Cardinals Hall of Fame and Museum. Visit Cardinals.com and get your AT&T Rooftop tickets today.
To laugh, and when the sun is out, I've got something I can laugh about.
Wherever you've been, whatever you've been through, we've got a warm welcome waiting for you. And that is only the beginning. Doubletree by Hilton, where the little things mean everything.
Bottom of the second inning, Loyola and Olivia Bell with a solo home run to give the Ramblers a 1-0 lead. Today's MVC Scholar Athlete of the game is Illinois State's Nichelle Harrison, a redshirt senior outfielder from Bloomington, Illinois. Harrison's batting .253 and leads the Birds with 15 stolen bases. As an athletic training major, the 2013 All-MVC second team and MVC Scholar Athlete Team Choice has earned a 3.9 GPA while balancing softball and clinical rotation. She plans on attending medical school following graduation.
Good for her. She will make a fine doctor.
Illinois State will send the 5th, 6th, and 7th place hitters to the plate against Brittany Gardner. Catcher Stephanie Gallant stands in. And the pitch. Gallant takes 2-0.
Like the patience at the plate that earlier game we saw the team in Wichita State get up there, be aggressive, go right after the first pitch. But Illinois State being a little bit more patient, trying to look at a few pitches, trying to judge what Gardner's doing, maybe what her thinking is and her approach to each hitter.
The Hall of Famer Melinda Fisher coaching at third.
She's been there forever. It's great. I love it. She's a fantastic coach, done a great job here at Illinois State.
Wynn will push that one out of play. Melinda Fisher, the all-time winningest coach in Illinois State history in any sport.
Well, she's done a great job, and her programs always are at the top or near the top of the conference. They've played in a lot of NCAA tournaments, a lot of regional play. She just has this program rolling along.
2-2 pitch on the way to Gallant. smack, but there to grab it is the second baseman, Balzano. Good contact, but for naught.
Hit right on the nose, and that gets frustrating as a hitter. You know you've lined it up, you've measured it out just right, you get the big part of the bat on it, drill it right at a defender.
Sarah Bradley, redshirt senior from Mattoon, Illinois, stands in. Bradley batting .230. 8 homers on the season. A lot of pop in the Redbird lineup. A lot of these Redbirds were members of the team that won the Missouri Valley Conference Championship 2 years ago in Carbondale.
They've got a lot of experience on this team, a fair amount of seniors. They've gotten a lot of playing time. And so that experience carries over, and they can be good role models for the younger players that are coming in.
Bradley ahead on the count, 2-0. Gardner delivers.
That shows you how much those pitches are moving from Gardner. Schaefer had a hard time hanging on to that one. That had a nice little arc to it as it came across the plate.
Well, it really does. It starts to a right-handed hitter coming from the southpaw. It starts outside and bores in on your hands. Here's the 2-1. Trying to hit the corner, but the count in Bradley's favor, 3-1.
We saw this yesterday when Gardner would struggle a little bit. One of the infielders would come in and talk to her, try to calm her down a little bit, encourage her. It's good teamwork.
3-1 pitch. Good cut. I know, you were all over it.
Too bad that netting's there. And I was ready. Barehanded. I was gonna grab that one and keep it.
3-2 pitch on the way to Bradley. Swing and a miss. First strikeout for Gardner today. 2 gone in the second inning.
Now batting for Illinois State.
Let's take a look at this pitch.
Good work. Good pitch. Works outside in. Bradley could not get a piece of that one, and we saw how excited Gardner gets after a strikeout. That's just part of the game. That's part of this team. They all have their little routine after they get an out, and she gets very excited. But the thing that I like about it, and I said this yesterday, she looks at her catcher and gives her encouragement as well.
Strike one, the count to shortstop Brittany Drish. Tried to go outside that time, count even at a ball and a strike. We mentioned that Gardner is the Valley Pitcher of the Year. This is Loyola's first season in the Missouri Valley Conference after years in the Horizon League, and Gardner was honored as a 3-time All-Horizon League first teamer. So she had plenty of credentials before this season even started. Loyola's all-time leader in just about everything.
You know, and you wonder, is it tough making that transition over to a new conference where you're seeing all new competition when you get into conference play, or is it just, hey, it's another team, we're getting out onto the field in between the white lines and playing another team? So interesting transition for Loyola. Finished middle of the pack, got that number 7 seed, but have an opportunity to maybe make it to the championship game.
3-2 though, the count.
There's just an excitement with this team. It just seems like with every play they get excited about it. They're upbeat, they're cheering one another on.
Ball 4. Hard-earned walk for Brittany Drish.
Now batting for Illinois State, number 20, Kara Rep.
That will bring Kara Rep to the plate.
Drish did a good job waiting out that at bat until she finally got the walk.
So with 2 outs, Rep stands in, slaps at it and misses.
Two out, you're going to play it conservative even though you're down 1 run. Got the infield drawn in just a little bit. Cuts down the angles, gives the advantage to the hitter. Or opens up the angles, I should say.
Swing and a miss, 1-2. So Gardner trying to work her way out of it.
Rep getting a very good look at it, gets that bat out there to help time things.
So the runner at first is Drish. Rep trying to keep the inning going. Gardner delivers the 2-2.
Good battle. Lower part of this order really making Gardner work.
The 2-2 pitch on the way. Fouled away, so this is turning into quite a battle. Rep, the right fielder. She's a junior from Casey, Illinois.
Rep does a good job of handling the bat, taking a look at the defense, just trying to put it into play, make that defense work.
Loyola wanted that one. 3-2.
They thought they had it, thought they had the called third strike, but just a little bit out of the zone.
So the runner will be going. Again, that's Drish, who drew the base on balls. The 3-2 pitch might have been ball 4.
Might have been, but you can't ever guess. You just don't want to know, and if it's in reach and you can foul it off, then get out there and do that. You just don't want to leave it up and be standing there with a called third strike and have to go to the dugout.
Three-two pitch. Up the middle. Throw to first is in time. It was a battle, but Rep grounds out to Pasquale, and the walk is wasted for Illinois State. So we're through 2 innings. Loyola looking for another upset, leading 1-0 on Valley Live.
In the insurance business, you think differently about a customer when you stand in the middle of his dreams. When she serves you breakfast every Saturday morning. When his son plays on the same team as your son. When you live down the street from your customers, you make sure they get covered right. And you make sure you're there when they need you. That's the way it's done around here. Grinnell Mutual, a policy of working together. To find a Grinnell Mutual agent near you, go to grinnellmutual.com.
Be sure to catch the title game of the Missouri Valley Conference Softball Tournament tomorrow, with the winner receiving the league's automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. That game will not be available here on Valley Live. Coverage will start tomorrow at 2:30 Central on Fox Sports Midwest, Fox Sports Indiana, Fox Sports Kansas City, Fox College Sports, Comcast Sportsnet Chicago, and ESPN3. Check your channel guide for more information. To the 3rd inning we go. Jessica Balzano, the second baseman for the Ramblers, standing in. Only one run in the ball game. Olivia Bell with a home run. This one well hit, but well foul.
Looks like Romshek's ball moves up a little bit, throws a little bit of a rise ball. And as a hitter, you have to try to catch that before it starts moving out of the zone.
Romshek misses, low and away, 2-1. And the pitch. Off the hands, Romshek takes it herself. One gone in the third inning.
Got jammed that time and couldn't really do anything with it. That also had some funny spin on it, but Romshek did a nice job of staying with that pop-up.
Lauren Moore, the third baseman for Loyola, steps to the plate. What a tournament she's putting together already. A couple of home runs yesterday, a single in her first trip today.
And she's certainly confident at the plate and seeing the ball very well, hitting it very hard.
Fouled away. Count even at a ball and a strike.
Getting good cuts. Good bat speed, too.
Here's the 1-1. Plenty of distance there, but wow, there really was distance there.
Where my car was parked. Uh-oh. That's no good.
But unfortunately for Moore, well foul. The 1-2 pitch. Romshek wanting the call in the corner. I think both pitchers have tested that outside corner plenty, and that call is not going to come.
They're not going to get it, no, and they just have to understand that.
Ripped. Nice play on the short hop by Drish.
Great job by Drish. That got to her in a hurry. Almost pulled the head, but she had to. It made a short hop. She kept the glove on it. You can see her right there getting ready. Came right to her, quick hop. And a nice throw.
Made a good point. She did almost pull her head, but she still kept her eyes on it.
That's what a good fielder will do, knowing that a hard hit ball can make a funny hop. You just have to hang with it. Keep your nose in there, keep your eye on it. If it bounces up, at least keep it in front of you.
Darren Schaefer struck out looking in the first inning, one of 3 strikeout victims for Romshek so far. 2 outs and nobody on. And Romshek wants a quick chat with Gallant.
Now they just want to make sure that they're getting the signals right. Might have gotten crossed up a little bit on that last sequence. They're certainly discussing it at length. They want to make sure that they don't make any mistakes.
I like that shot of the Redbird dugout. They're all watching the conference between the pitcher and the catcher. Like, what are these two up to?
Maybe they felt left out. Maybe they want to know what they're talking about. Maybe a big secret.
2-0 pitch. Crowd continues to groan. But as we mentioned, that call has not been there. It's not going to change. Now Shannon Nicholson, herself a former Redbird pitcher, will come out for a quick conference.
And automatically when they do that, the infield comes over and talks to Melinda Fisher along the third base line. Everybody having a conference, short conference between Coach Fisher and the infield.
Jeff Tilka, the assistant coach for Loyola, having a chat with Schaefer. They've run out of things to say, so now we're back. Now we're back to ready to go.
And all of this with 2 outs and a 3-0 count. So obviously something not clicking with communication between pitcher and catcher.
Romshek's 3-0. It's in there for a strike. Schaefer batting .253, 3 homers on the year. And the 3-1 is high. Second walk given up by Romshek. And that will bring Bell to the plate. Bell homered her last time up.
Now batting for Loyola, number 15, Olivia.
Well, with that walk, obviously something was not right. Something is not right in the communication or the feel of Romshek on the rubber. Something's going on because she just doesn't look comfortable. She's not finding the zone right now.
5 consecutive bad ones thrown. This one off the end of the bat. Still could be a tough play. Out to get it. And able to handle it is the shortstop Drish. So Drish with a couple of nice plays in the inning. Let's have another look. It's 1-0 Loyola.
Missouri Valley Conference Tournament.
You could fly to Venice or Paris or even Copenhagen. You could fly all over the world. But why? When you could just come to St. Louis. Your trip begins at ExploreSt.Louis.com.
The administrators, educators, coaches, and fans of the Missouri Valley Conference expect nothing but the best from their teams. And the Valley student athletes take pride in exceeding that expectation. On the field, on the court, on the track, and in the classroom. Celebrating academic and athletic excellence for more than 100 years. This is the Missouri Valley Conference.
Let's take a look at our regular season standings. A presentation of Purina Dog Chow. Help keep him strong. Dog Chow strong. We're down to our final 3 teams. Top seed Wichita State upended by Bradley. So Bradley's in the championship game. Illinois State, you see, with a strong regular season. Southern Illinois was bounced yesterday by the Loyola Ramblers.
Well, Loyola making a nice run, trying to keep the dream alive to get to that championship game in their first Missouri Valley Conference Tournament championship.
And a big reason Loyola is in that position is the pitching of Brittany Gardner.
She's been impressive this weekend.
So far, just 1 run in 16 innings of work.
And she's just watching her these couple of games and these first few innings, she's kind of methodical about how she goes about working each one of these hitters.
Colby Hoffman, the 9th place hitter, stands in. Looks at a strike on the outside corner. That gets some groans from some Illinois State fans.
Well, she's probably going to come back a little bit further out on that corner and not get the call.
The bunt deadened beautifully. It'll be a tough play. Throws not in time. A bunt single for Colby Hoffman. This is a beauty.
Nice surprise, little drop bunt, drag bunt, drops it down right in front of the plate. Gets there, beats the throw easily.
And Hoffman now at first with nobody out. She's very much like a second leadoff hitter. Possesses good speed, 11 of 13 on stolen base attempts on the season.
Here's where Melinda Fisher can put some strategy into play and see how they play it. Only down 1 run. See if they just go straight out bunt, or if they try to put the runner in motion and try to move the defense around, maybe with a hit and run.
First pitch to Laura Canopy is outside. This is on the inside corner, so we're even at a ball and a strike. Canopy walked her first trip to the plate.
Canopy can handle the bat, so you can give her multiple things to do. She can lay one down, she can hit away.
1-1. Nice stop. Schaefer behind the plate.
Gardner acknowledged that too. She knew she threw one down and away in the dirt and pointed at Schaefer, told her nice job, way to keep it in front.
On the inside corner, 2-2. Canopy really crowds the plate, as we've mentioned. One of the reasons she's been hit by 20 pitches this year.
She's very calm and very still at the plate. Not a whole lot of movement.
3-2. See if Hoffman's going. Nobody out, 3-2.
She might.
She's not. And Canopy strikes out. Canopy's not an easy strikeout.
No, does not strike out a whole lot in 136 at bats. Only 19 strikeouts this season, and that one looked like she pulled her head just a little bit, took her eye off of it as it tailed away.
Second strikeout for Brittany Gardner. It brings Michelle Harrison to the plate. Harrison had a sacrifice bunt her first trip up. And the first pitch. In for a strike.
We saw her speed when she laid down that sacrifice bunt. She made it very close at first base, so she just needs to put it into play and hustle down to first. It's going to be a tough play for this defense.
Fouled away. Harrison behind on the count. 0-2.
She got back into the box and drew her own line that's been worn away. And boy, she's right on top of that line that she dug with her cleat.
Here's the 0-2. Slapped at and very nearly dumped in the left for a base hit.
A lot of times those left-handed hitters will just punch at the ball just to try to get it over the top part of the infield and dump it in to left field. She's as close as she can get to that plate.
The 0-2, well outside. One, two, runner going, throw down is not in time. Stolen base for Hoffman. Hoffman's 12th of the year.
When she got a good pitch to run on is a changeup, and Schaefer from her knees tries to throw, and a good job by Pasquale to keep the ball in front. I guess it was Balzano that was the one covering. Did a great job of keeping it as that ball was tailing away.
Count even at 2-2. Grounder to second, throw to first is just in time. Close play, Hoffman advances to third. So the Redbirds with a run, potential run, 60 feet away with 2 out.
That's why you bring the infield in with a hitter like that, because once it's on the ground, that hitter is heading for first base as quickly as they can get there. You've got to make the field, feel the ball, and make that quick throw.
Reagan Romshek flew out to center her first trip. And the pitch misses inside. You would think Romshek would have a real good feel for the strike zone as a batter after pitching for 3 innings.
Knowing what she's getting called and what's not being called.
She's ahead on the count, 2-0.
And that gives her a little bit of an advantage, knowing how far out on the corners and how high up or low you can go.
2-0. Strike.
With that kind of knowledge, you just kind of pick a zone and you zero in on that, and when the ball's in that zone, you swing away.
So Hoffman, the runner at third. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Low and outside, 3-1.
Being very careful here with Romshek, knowing that she's got some pop in the bat.
Good movement on that pitch for strike 2.
And just, she had to come in with it, didn't want to put another runner on base and have him at the corners, so she knew that she needed to make a good pitch there.
So 2 outs and a 3-2 on the way with a runner at third. And Gardner delivers. Change up, popped up. Battling the sun, Moore makes the catch, and the side is retired. So the Redbirds squander a leadoff base hit. We are through 3 innings. Loyola with a 1-0 lead.
It's a star-struck summer at Casey's General Stores. Visit Casey's for spectacular spotlight savings, like Powerade 32-ounce bottles, 3 for $3, and large made-from-scratch taco pizzas for only $13.99. Plus, discover the secret word and enter to win a fabulous trip for 2 to Hollywood, $500 in gas or other amazing prizes. Now premiering at Casey's General Stores. Casey's, famous for pizza.
Life has its twists and turns. It can take many different shapes. But a good retirement plan changes with your life. And as we talk about what you're putting away and how much you'll need to retire, what was uncertain becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
Our game recap, not a lot to recap at this point. Olivia Bell with a solo home run. That's all the scoring we've seen so far. Loyola with a 1-0 lead as we head to the top of the 4th. And our game recap, a presentation of the DoubleTree by Hilton, the official hotel of the Missouri Valley Conference in Bloomington Normal. Call 309-664-6446 or visit doubletree.com to book your hotel rooms on your next trip to Central Illinois. Reagan Romshek in the circle for Illinois State, the tournament's 2 seed, trailing Loyola by a run in this semifinal. And first pitch swinging is dropped in the left field for a base hit for Annie Korth. Korth reaches for the 2nd time in this game.
Got jammed a little bit, and we saw last inning Drish made a nice play on a play like that. This one didn't have enough air underneath it for her to be able to get out and get under and make a catch.
Lauren Zaworski reached on a single in the 2nd. Shows bunt, dens it nicely. Throw is in time. Successful sacrifice for Zaworski. Korth moves to second base.
It's exactly how you do that. You give yourself up, you turn, you get the bat in front, you deaden the ball, move the runner, give yourself up.
Jacqueline Murphy batting 184 on the year. She swings with a runner in scoring position. Nearly a collision out there. Throw to first is in time, and the runner, they did make contact. The runner is ruled out.
That's where you have to see the ball in the field of play. Time when you come in front, and right here there's going to be contact. Drish kind of reached out a little bit.
I almost wonder if there's a little tag there by Drish. So
smart play.
The runner Korth is out. Murphy reaches on that play on the interference call.
Hey, a smart play by the shortstop. She saw that it was going to be close.
Popped up and over to grab it from third is Bradley. So the side is retired. Loyola strands a runner. Halfway through this one, the Ramblers lead 1-0.
Word is getting out. Purina Dog Chow Light and Healthy is a deliciously tender and crunchy kibble blend with 20% fewer calories than Purina Dog Chow. Isn't it time you discovered the lighter side of dog chow? Purina Dog Chow Light and Healthy.
Watch your Cardinals take the field from a whole new perspective this season. Introducing the AT&T Rooftop, located on the deck of Cardinals Nation at the new Ballpark Village. It's a unique way to enjoy a game in style. The AT&T Rooftop features more than 300 outdoor seats overlooking Busch Stadium, with amenities like an upscale buffet, a full-service bar, an exclusive indoor club, as well as complimentary admission to the Cardinals Hall of Fame and Museum. Visit Cardinals.com and get your AT&T Rooftop tickets today.
Who could resist the call of America's #1 puppy food brand? With DHA and essential nutrients also found in mother's milk. Purina Puppy Chow.
Loyola with a 1-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. And let's take a look at our series history between these two programs. A production of the DoubleTree by Hilton, the official hotel of the Missouri Valley Conference in Bloomington Normal. Call 309-664-6446 or visit doubletree.com to book your hotel rooms on your next trip to Central Illinois. So these programs did not play a whole lot, despite being only 2.5 hours apart over the years. That will change moving forward with Loyola coming into the conference this year.
But probably more opportunity for Illinois State to play in a non-conference game of Loyola than any of the other schools in the Missouri Valley. So, but you're going to see those totals go up, and it's going to become a kind of a pretty good rivalry, I think, in the conference.
Yeah, I think Loyola's addition to the conference is a great thing in a lot of ways. Brittany Gardner throws strike one to De Los Reyes. But yeah, potential rivalries with Illinois State and Bradley and even Southern Illinois. 4 Illinois schools now representing in the Missouri Valley Conference.
Kind of a nice central location, conference in the Midwest area, and a lot of very good schools within this Missouri Valley Conference, and with the addition of Loyola, it strengthens it even more.
1-2 the count to Jordan De Los Reyes, a freshman from Moline. 1-2 on the way. De Los Reyes batting .312, 11 home runs. We mentioned good for second in the conference. Outside 3-2. And making the All-Valley first team as a freshman.
You know, there's several freshmen in the league that have had quite an impact this season and received all-conference honors. So you like to see that, the new up-and-coming talent that is in this league.
3-2 pitch, fouled down the right field line.
Very similar to the basketball conference as well. Saw a lot of good freshmen in the basketball season that made an impact for their teams.
So the 3-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Third strikeout for Gardner.
You know, sometimes Gardner gets so excited after that strikeout, she jumps up. I'm just afraid she's going to get hurt.
Gardner, really a story, an outstanding individual story of this tournament, trying to pitch her team into the conference championship. Stephanie Gallant stands in now. looks at a ball outside. The Redbird catcher.
And certainly Gardner throws a lot of pitches. I mean, she really, these hitters are looking at a lot of them, but she nibbles a lot, and that's why she does throw a lot of pitches, hoping to get the call from the umpire or get the hitter to swing through them. But she's not right down Broadway type of pitcher. She's high-low, inside-outside, and it takes her a lot of pitches to get the out.
Now into her 18th inning of work in this tournament.
And really hasn't changed her approach a whole lot. I mean, she's still, from game one to right now, has had the same approach with all these teams.
2-1 is fouled away, so the count now even at 2-2. Two pitch, off speed.
She's not afraid to throw that. She will throw that in the first pitch or when she needs a strikeout. She has a lot of confidence in that off-speed pitch, and she can hit a lot of different locations.
3-2 pitch. It hit her. Would have been ball 4 anyway. So Gallant gets on.
Now batting for the Redbirds, number 9, Sarah.
And that brings Sarah Bradley to the plate. One thing about Illinois State, the Redbirds can strike quickly.
Well, they certainly can. They've got a nice mix in their lineup. Spray hitters, gap hitters, power hitters, speed on the bases.
Gallant at first, one gone. Bradley stands in. Bradley, one of the 3 strikeout victims for Gardner in the ball game. Bradley hitting .229 on the year. But as we mentioned, she has some pop. Slugging .457. 8 homers, 8 doubles this year.
You've seen Melinda Fisher coach a lot of softball games. Do you say she play it by the book more, or does she gamble a little bit? I mean, a situation like this, I see Melinda Fisher as, hey, we're going to play it station to station. We're going to play it by the book, not gamble too much and get too far outside the lines.
I would say, as this one's chopped foul, and one thing that and there's a lot, as you alluded to earlier, about Melinda Fisher's coaching career, or Hall of Fame coaching career, that is very impressive. But I think she has adjusted as the game has changed. I think there was a point, this is just my observation, I think there was a point when she was really old school pitching and defense. But as offense has become much more a part of the game over the last, 10, 15 years?
Yeah.
I think she's adjusted to that, and the Redbirds have been able to recruit some sluggers. Popped up and coming way in and almost overrunning it was Bell. She was nearly on the infield dirt when she made that catch.
That was a major league pop-up there. But I agree with you, and that's why she's such a good coach, is because she has made those adjustments over the course of her career. I mean, there are some coaches that would just be set in their ways and not try to budge with the trends of the game, and she has done that. And you see, and especially looking up and down this lineup, that you do have those power hitters. You've got some sluggers. You also have some players that are very versatile, can play a lot of positions, can do a lot of things at bat.
And the game has changed. I think it tilted more towards the offense again over, say, 10, 15 years.
Yeah. And I think, and I don't remember how long, but they consistently move, I shouldn't say consistently, but they've moved the pitching rubber back, and it's been a while since they've done that. Changed to the yellow ball to get more hitting, because people want to see offense, and that's what they like. So
Here's Drish looking at a strike 2 call. So Gallant, the runner at first. And the pitch just misses outside, 2-2.
Well, Drish certainly having a few troubles at the plate this season, but has had an outstanding game in the field. Made some very nice plays in the infield and a few pop-ups as well.
Doing what you would expect at a very key defensive position. Drish is a sophomore from Moline High School. Same high school as her freshman teammate, Jordan De Los Reyes. 2-2 pitch, fouled away.
You know, and that's an advantage too. You go to a school to watch one player, then you might find the next player and keep recruiting. You get that pipeline going, and if you can get in with a good high school, get those lines of communication open and get the reputation, you're going to continue to get good players from those schools that have, the high schools that have good softball programs.
So Gardner, strike 3 call on Drish. So Gardner still throwing a shutout. We are through 4. Loyola with a 1-0 lead.
You want affordable healthcare coverage that helps cover rising medical costs. And that's exactly what you'll get with Coventry. We offer a variety of affordable plans for you, your family, or business. To find out more, visit CoventryHealthcare.com today. Health, wellness, Coventry.
Here is a track from Out of Sight.
Sorry.
Oh, hey, and check out that new look from Pepsi.
I don't know why, but today I feel a little bit different. I feel like I woke up this morning and I can change the world. I can change the world. I guess it's true.
You want affordable healthcare coverage that helps cover rising medical costs. And that's exactly what you'll get with Coventry. We offer a variety of affordable plans for you, your family, or business. To find out more, visit CoventryHealthcare.com today. Health, wellness, Coventry.
We head to the 5th inning. 7 seed Loyola trying to advance to tomorrow's Missouri Valley Conference softball tournament championship game with a 1-0 lead on Illinois State. You see the Redbirds, and check out the patch that the Redbirds wear on the hip. You get a good look at it there. It's got the Redbird logo, and it says Dr. J on it. That is in memory of Dr. Jim Johnson, who was a volunteer academic coordinator in the Athletic Studies Center, also a longtime faculty member at Illinois State University. He passed away at age 73 last fall, and the Redbirds wearing that patch on their hip, and also a Dr. J sticker on the back of their helmet as a tribute to Dr. Jim Johnson.
It's nice that they can honor somebody that had an impact on this program and a faculty member. That's a nice tribute.
Pasquale starts the inning, flying out to Turgeon in left. And Balzano stands in now. .1-0 pitch in there for a strike.
Well, for the most part, Romshek has done a nice job with the top 3 hitters for Loyola. They were the ones that had done all the damage in the 2 previous games with home runs, but she certainly has kept the top of the order in check.
Romshek behind on the count 3-1, and Gallant and Romshek are going to meet up again. The communication does seem off between those two.
It does. They've got a lot of meetings, and I think you could, with that last pitch, Gallant had to go up for that pitch. I think she was expecting something low. And again, I think they just want to communicate, make sure that they're getting the right signal, the right sign, so they know that they're on the right page. Can't afford a mistake at this point.
That one's in there for a strike. 3-2. This game has crept along for a pitcher's duel.
Yeah, really. You figure that if you're going to be at a 1-0 game right now, it's normally 3 up, 3 down.
Little chopper to third. Throw is in time as Bradley throws out Balzano. 2 gone. Lauren Moore will stand in. Moore 1 for 2. Singled in the first. Grounded out on a hard hit ball in the 3rd inning. She has 2 home runs in the tournament. And the pitch, good cut and a miss.
Boy, had a nice cut at that pitch, and previous at bats, she's been fouling everything off, pulling it to the left, but did get a base hit. She went with the pitch to right center field earlier in this game, but she certainly has power. We saw some long foul balls, one that might be in the backseat of my car.
Fouls off the 0-2 pitch. Well, I know you were very, we had a little discussion. Are we parking far enough away?
We thought we were.
0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Drop 3rd strike, but the throw is in time. And the side is retired. First time Romshek has done that this afternoon. We move to the bottom of the 5th. Loyola still hanging on to a 1-0 lead.
Have you tried one of these? This is so good. Man, I can't believe we haven't done this before. Oh, wow, look at that. Want a bite?
You're aging. Do the jingle. Do the jingle.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Hey, guys. Do it again. Do it again. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
In my office.
State Farm.
I think we're good.
State Farm agents help you get to a better state.
Bottom of the 5th inning, and remember, you can catch the title game of the Missouri Valley Conference Softball Tournament tomorrow with the winner receiving the league's automatic bid to the NCAA Tournament. Remember, that game will not be seen here on Valley Live. Coverage will start at 2:30 Central tomorrow on Fox Sports Midwest, Fox Sports Indiana, Fox Sports Kansas City, Fox College Sports, Comcast Sportsnet Chicago, and ESPN3. Check your channel guide for more information. R.C. McBride and Laura Leonard, second semifinal of the 2014 Missouri Valley Conference Softball Tournament. Bradley has already punched its ticket. The 4 seed advancing with a win over top seed Wichita State earlier this afternoon. And the Braves will play one of these 2 teams. And that one gets by the center fielder, Bell, around to first, and on her way to second with a double is Kara Rep.
Yeah, I was thinking after that last inning where they got Loyola in order, 1, 2, 3, it's a play like that or an inning like that that provides some momentum and some spark, and Rep, right off the fat part of the bat, punches it out, and Bell tries to keep in front of it, keep the ball in front of her, but it gets all the way to the wall. Rep standing on second base with a double.
Good help from her teammates to keep Rep at second base. Bell caught in between. Do I dive? Do I make the effort? Or do I just pick it up on the bounce? And sometimes that's what happens. The bunt goes foul.
That ball was sinking too. I mean, it was getting down in a hurry, and So Bell was certainly in between decisions.
Colby Hoffman had a single and a stolen base. Her 12th on the year and her only trip. And she looks to be bunting here. Pulls back.
Rep can afford to get a pretty good lead because nobody is covering second base. Bell is fairly deep in center field, so she won't be coming in from behind. Both Pasquale and Balzano going to their respective bases at the corners to cover up on the bunt.
Count even at a ball and a strike. Squaring again, putting it down this time, and it's going to be a base hit. It may score a run. No, an alert play by Gardner to track the ball, but that bunt went into no man's land. And you got the sense that Rep had some ideas rounding third base.
I think she certainly did, and Coach Fisher had to hold her up. This ball just gets by Murphy. She charged a little too hard. And I don't know if she thought Gardner was going to come out of the circle and field that, but she didn't really make a play on it. There's a good look at that Dr. J logo on the back of the Illinois State helmets.
Meeting in the circle now for Loyola. Gardner's only given up one run in 18+ innings in this tournament. But Loyola in some trouble now. The top of the batting order with runners at first and third. Nobody out for Illinois State.
See if they put Hoffman into motion to get her down into scoring position with the top of your order up.
And the first pitch is a strike to Canopy. Canopy has not put the ball in play. She's walked and struck out.
All right, now if you're Gardner, you have to bear down. You have to come after these hitters.
The 0-1. Gardner trying to stretch that corner, as is her MO.
Illinois State playing it safe up to now, leaving Hoffman over at first base, but she might be going on this pitch.
Count even. We'll keep an eye on her. She's not going. Pitch is low and outside, 2-1.
Canopy, a very smart hitter, a very selective hitter, very disciplined, 43 walks on the season, so she certainly could use that good eye and load the bases up with a walk.
2-1 pitch. Popped up. Will it be deep enough? It's high enough. Bell camps underneath it. The throw to the plate. Skips by the catcher. The run scores. Tie ball game. Now the throw down to third is not in time.
Now the sacrifice fly gets the run home. And Hoffman doing a great job. As she rounded second, she looked to see where that ball was, held up just a minute, and as that ball scooted by Schaefer, she went into third.
Let's get a look at this.
There's the high pop-up.
Bell with a solid throw.
Bell doing a good job, nice little crow hop. The throw was there, it just took a funny hop past Schaefer. Ball arrives, and if it's a good throw, she's probably out.
So a sacrifice fly and an error allowing the runner Hoffman to advance the extra base as Rep scores. And now Nichelle Harrison stands in with the go-ahead run 60 feet away, and still just one out. The 0-1 pitch grounded to short. That'll do the job. The run scores. Pasquale going toward the hole. We'll see how that one's ruled. She's trying to watch the runner, and as soon as she bobbled it, she had no chance. I'm not sure she would have had much of a chance anyway.
Now runner going on contact, and Harrison just punches it out to short. Short hop right there, gets into Pasquale, eats her up. She might have had a shot at home if she would have let loose with a throw, but then puts it in her pocket.
That will officially be ruled an error, and the Redbirds score twice here in the 5th inning. And still just 1 out.
And because of the heads-up base running by Hoffman, that's why they have that second run. She was able to take the extra base on that throw from center field to home.
After the meeting breaks up, Ramczyk will stand in. So 2 errors in the inning. And Illinois State takes a 2-1 lead on Loyola. And the pitch is a strike to Ramczyk.
Now here the question is, do you continue to put pressure on this defense by getting Harrison in motion?
She's stolen 15 in 18 tries. The 0-1. Swing and a miss.
Probably not now. Probably you don't want to have a strike him out, throw him out, double play to end the inning when you've been able to get the momentum back and gain the lead.
Oh, 2 misses outside. A ball and 2 strikes. So the Redbirds, as the tournament's 2 seed, trying to get back to the tournament championship for the first time in 2 years. Just misses. Two-two pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. That's a big strikeout for Brittany Gardner. Number 5 on the afternoon.
This is exactly what they needed. They needed to get the strikeout to get that second out, take a little of the pressure off the infield and the outfield. Now here's a good combination where you might see a hit and run.
Jordan De Los Reyes stands in. Harrison taking a few steps off the bag. Nothing more than that.
She's ready to go, though, at any moment. I like her takeoff. She's got that head down. She's ready to go, and it's the same motion off of first base every single pitch.
Again, takes a few steps. This time, De Los Reyes takes a strike. One pitch, change up, hard hit to the shortstop. Nice play, throw to first is in time. So the Redbirds are retired, but not before scoring a couple of runs. A couple of Loyola errors helped. We are through 5 complete. Illinois State on top, 2-1.
Help join a continent of nearly 3 million rugged square miles with a single broadband connection? When Emerson takes up the challenge, it's never been done before. Simply becomes, consider it solved. Emerson.
To laugh, and when the sun is out, I've got something I can laugh about.
Wherever you've been, whatever you've been through, we've got a warm welcome waiting for you. And that is only the beginning. DoubleTree by Hilton, where the little things mean everything.
Today's date in Missouri Valley Conference history is brought to you by the St. Charles Convention and Visitors Bureau. May 9th, 1996, playing at Marion Kinnear Stadium in Normal. Illinois State posted a pair of MVC tournament wins as the Redbirds beat Tulsa 8-0 and Southern Illinois 4-3. For your next trip to the Show Me State, go to www.historicstcharles.com or call 800-366-2427. And Taryn Schaefer, the catcher, stands in for Loyola here in the top of the 6th inning. Illinois State with a lead for the first time.
Well, after that 1-2-3 inning, Illinois State provided the spark in their bottom half of the 5th to get the lead back, or to get the lead altogether, 2-1. So they're looking to have that same kind of inning here in the top of the 6th. They'd like to set down Loyola 1-2-3. We've seen over the past couple of games where Loyola has had to come back, and they have the bats that they certainly can do that. We've seen home run power from the top part of their order. They're going to need something like that to get back into this ball game. Romshek has done a very nice job after giving up that home run to Olivia Bell in the 2nd inning. We're sitting at 1 ball, 2 strikes on Schaefer. Both these pitchers continue to work the outside corner, and that one just misses for ball 2. Romshek with the pitch. And she gets Schaefer swinging. A nice pitch down and away for out number 1. Romshek goes, stays on that outside corner, but just got enough of it that Schaefer swung right through it. So 1 down, another strikeout for Romshek, and Olivia Bell steps to the plate. Olivia Bell with that home run in the top of the 2nd inning to give Loyola the lead. Her next at bat hopped out to the shortstop. And she's down in the count, 0-2, so she needs to protect at the plate. And she certainly does, drives that into left center field. She's gonna round the corner, stand on second base for a 1-out double. Olivia Bell seeing the ball very well, able to dump it into the outfield and get something going for Loyola. A little change of pace pitch. She gets it up in the air. 1 hops the fence. And she cruises into second base. And that will bring to the plate Annie Korth. See if she can tie this ball game up. Korth and her 2 at-bats walked in the 2nd inning, base hit in the 4th.
And an unassisted double play ends the inning. So a spot of trouble, and Romshek pitches out of it. Through 5.5, Illinois State with a 2-1 lead.
Word is getting out. Purina Dog Chow Light and Healthy is a deliciously tender and crunchy kibble blend with 20% fewer calories than Purina Dog Chow. Isn't it time you discovered the lighter side of dog chow? Purina Dog Chow Light and Healthy.
The online store at MVCgear.com is the #1 stop to get Missouri Valley Conference merchandise. With thousands of items, you'll find all the MVC gear you need in one place. You'll find the best selection, great customer service, and secure order processing. You'll also get an easy and enjoyable experience designed to help you find exactly what you're looking for. So if you want the best place to get Missouri Valley Conference gear, head to the online store at MVCgear.com.
Who could resist the call of America's #1 puppy food brand? With DHA and essential nutrients also found in mother's milk. Purina Puppy Chow.
And remember to catch the title game of the Missouri Valley Conference softball tournament tomorrow, with the winner receiving the league's automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. Remember that game will not be seen here on Valley Live. Rather, coverage will start at 2:30 Central tomorrow on Fox Sports Midwest, Fox Sports Kansas City, Fox Sports Indiana, Fox College Sports, Comcast Sportsnet Chicago, and ESPN3. So Loyola was trying to strike back. And a hard hit ball off the bat of Annie Korth. Wrong place, wrong time. Nice play by Hoffman to stab the line drive, and her momentum was carrying her right back to the bag, and an unassisted double play. And now Illinois State looking for a little insurance in the bottom of the 6th inning. Brittany Gardner trying to hold the Redbirds here and see what the Loyola offense could do in the 7th. Gardner has pitched spectacularly in this tournament. Count even at a ball and a strike to Stephanie Gallant.
Using that pitch a lot. That is what has helped this team get to where it is. She uses that off-speed pitch. She's not afraid to use it. Hits different spots with it.
Two and one the count. That was the 100th pitch for Gardner. So the Redbirds have made her work.
Well, they've made her work, and that's just kind of how she operates too, because she's not that power pitcher, and she hits spots. She tries to figure out where the calls are going to be coming, what that strike zone is of that umpire, and so she throws a lot of pitches anyway. And Illinois State being very smart and very patient.
2-2. Nice play at second by Balzano to stay with it on the short hop, and she's able to retire Gallant. One gone at the bottom of the 6th inning.
She took a step back before she came in on that ball, but did a good job of getting it on the short hop and then taking her time. Did not rush that throw. Knew she had enough time to be able to get Gallant on the way down.
Sarah Bradley stands in with one out. Bradley 0 for 2, a strikeout and a fly out to center. Looking ahead to the top of the 7th inning, it will be the bottom third of the order for the Ramblers. Pitch on the outside corner. 0-2 to Bradley.
Good job getting ahead in the count. And that's what you want to do at this point in time. Be on the attack. Go after these hitters, get them in a hole, make them be defensive at the plate, shorten up that swing.
And the 1-2. Popped up. Off with the mask is Schaefer, who makes the basket catch. You don't see catchers do that a lot. But she got the job done, 2 down.
And that one, I'm sure, had a lot of backspin to it as well, so that one could have easily rolled out of the glove, but a good job of hanging on to it.
Brittany Drish, the shortstop, will stand in with 2 outs here in the 2nd inning, and Redbird coaching staff having a little meeting. See Brittany Gardner there speaking with her teammates. And the Redbirds are going to send up a pinch hitter for Drish. And the pinch hitter will be Annie Heineman, a freshman from here in Normal Community West High School.
New batter for the Redbirds is number 1, Annie Heineman.
So Heineman stands in against Gardner with 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Heinemann batting 173 on the year.
Well, she's had a couple of games to get a good look at Gardner. Sitting in the stands yesterday, watching her pitch, and then being able to see it a little bit more close up, being in the dugout. So has a pretty good handle on what her approach is on attacking hitters.
The 0-2 pitch outside.
Now Gardner has done that in this inning, gotten ahead in the count. She's gotten ahead 0-2 and then wasted a pitch and then been able to get the out on a couple of pop-ups.
So the 1-2 off the hands. Belzano, now the center fielder Bell coming in to get it. And the Redbirds go down 1-2-3 in the sixth. Loyola down to its final 3 chances as the Birds are vying to head to tomorrow's championship game. Through 6, Illinois State 2, Loyola 1.
Watch your Cardinals take the field from a whole new perspective this season. Introducing the AT&T Rooftop, located on the deck of Cardinals Nation at the new Ballpark Village. It's a unique way to enjoy a game in style. The AT&T Rooftop features more than 300 outdoor seats overlooking Busch Stadium, with amenities like an upscale buffet, a full-service bar, an exclusive indoor club, as well as complimentary admission to the Cardinals Hall of Fame and Museum. Visit Cardinals.com and get your AT&T Rooftop tickets today.
In the insurance business, you think differently about a customer when you stand in the middle of his dreams. When she serves you breakfast every Saturday morning. When his son plays on the same team as your son. When you live down the street from your customers, you make sure they get covered right. And you make sure you're there when they need you. That's the way it's done around here. Grinnell Mutual, a policy of working together. To find a Grinnell Mutual agent near you, go to grinnellmutual.com.
We head to the top of the 7th inning. Illinois State looking for a berth in tomorrow's championship game. And for all the latest news on the Missouri Valley Conference Softball Tournament, the upcoming MVC Baseball Tournament, as well as other spring sports, check out the official website of the Missouri Valley Conference, MVCsports.com. Bottom third of the order, representing the last hope for Loyola. What a tournament the Ramblers have had, and still very much in this ball game. Reagan Romchek delivers, and the first pitch to Zaworski is in for a strike. Zaworski with a single in the 2nd inning and a sac bunt in the 4th. Count even now at a ball and a strike. Romchek's really done a nice job holding Loyola to just the 1 run. Loyola had been swinging the bats coming into this tournament, certainly yesterday. 4 runs against Drake in the opening round.
They certainly had strung those doubles together against Southern Illinois. Then 12 hits in the 2 games, 4 of those home runs.
6 runs in that second ball game. And Shannon Nicholson will head out to the circle as Romchek falls behind Zaworski 3-1.
Don't want to put the leadoff hitter on if you're Illinois State.
Just kind of a settle down sort of talk. It didn't last very long.
Just want to make sure everybody is together, knowing what their roles are, what they need to do.
Zaworski has 3 home runs on the year. Here's the 3-1 pitch, and that one at home run distance, but pulled foul.
A little bit too far inside, could not pull the hands back to be able to keep it in between the white lines, but boy, that certainly had the distance.
So the 3-2 pitch. Ball 4. A leadoff walk, so Loyola stays alive. Jacqueline Murphy, we're going to see a pinch runner come in for Zaworski. It'll be Kat Whittup. We saw her pinch run yesterday.
Pinch runner for Loyola.
Whittup, a sophomore from Naperville, Illinois. Tying run at first.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how they play this. Are they going to get the runner into scoring position and try to play for the tie? You've got the bottom part of the order up. You got Jacqueline Murphy at the plate, the 184 hitter, and behind her, Katie LaCivita, who's a 134 hitter. Might see some pinch hitters.
But what the other thing that walk does is it, provided there are no double plays, it does roll you back. And this one is hit deep. Will it stay fair? It's a home run.
Or you let your number 8 hitter, who's a 184 hitter, drive one to left field to give Loyola the lead back. What a turn of events.
Let's take another look. Jacqueline Murphy with the home run. She got all of it.
She didn't know it initially. She put her head down and started running. She knew she got a good part of it. But that one was gone, and Curzon went all the way back to the fence, watched it sail out.
Murphy, just her second home run of the season. And with that 2-run homer, 6 RBI on the season. So I don't know that anybody would have seen that coming.
Not at all. I'm thinking bunt, get that runner into scoring position. They let her swing away. She got a great first pitch. And who, you have to figure maybe everybody else was thinking bunt as well. And that pitch was going to come right in there, so why not let her have one good swing at it? If she connects, that's the result. If not, then the next pitch, she gets to lay it down and move the runner around.
If you're Romshek right now, you just got to put it past you. You still have 3 outs to get.
Yeah, you certainly can't let it affect your approach to the game. Mentally, you have to put it behind you. You have to continue to stay with your catcher. And however, she and Galan have had troubles all game long getting on the same page.
Katie LaCivita sees the count even at a ball and a strike. Changeup is in there for a strike. Jacqueline Murphy, the first baseman for Loyola, with her second home run of the season. With her team an inning away from elimination. A 2-run shot to put her team on top 3-2.
They're resilient. They just keep bouncing back.
1-2. This one's well struck to deep left. It's gone.
Number 8 hitter, number 9 hitter, neither one of them hitting over 200. Both of them drill home runs.
LaCivita, just her second homer of the year. Back-to-back shots from the 8 and 9 hitters for Loyola in the top of the 7th inning. Good for 3 runs and a 4-2 lead. Take a look at that dugout.
That is one happy dugout, and about 3 or 4 minutes ago, there was some nerves, there was some tightness in that dugout. Down to their last 3 outs, and now all of a sudden they still have those 3 outs in their pockets, and they're ahead 4-2.
And this is going to force a pitching change. Taylor Baxter will come in for Romshek. Baxter is a senior from Hannibal, Missouri.
Looks like.
And Jordan De Los Reyes is going to go in behind the plate. What a turn of events.
And two unlikely hitters to hit home runs. I mean, you wouldn't think of them, and you're looking at their statistics, as you had mentioned, both of them 1 home run coming into this ball game, and they hit back-to-back shots.
Loyola with a 4-2 lead here at the top of the 7th inning. So we're going to sort out the lineup here. Laura Canopy has moved to left field. Velos Reyes is behind the plate, and Baxter is in the circle.
Now batting for Loyola, number 7, Bree Pasquale.
And to the top of the order we go. Still nobody out for Loyola here in the top of the 7th inning.
Well, a tough job for Baxter to have to come in and shut this team down that's got a lot of momentum going for it right now.
Although you never know. I mean, this game, we had this sort of situation last night, you might recall. This game has been flipped on its head.
And certainly we've seen comebacks throughout this tournament when you thought a team was down and out. Just like you think, hey, the bottom part of the order's up for Loyola. Don't give them a big chance to come back in this ball game, let alone hit 2 home runs and their number 8 and 9 hitter.
It all started with the walk to Zaworski.
That's why you don't want any. That first out is so important, of not always every inning, but you know, a little bit more important in the last inning. When you're up by a run, you want to make sure you get that first out.
3-1, ball 4. And Illinois State really struggling in the circle. Baxter, her first batter faced, draws a walk. The first 4 batters have reached in the 7th inning.
And a team that came into this inning thinking all they had to do was get 3 outs. Their intensity level might have dropped a little bit after those 2 home runs. They might have lost their focus.
A shot into the stands. Let's hope everybody's okay. Malzano, the second baseman. Still nobody out. 3 runs in for Loyola in the top of the 7th inning. We've already seen the tournament's top seed fall. Will the same fate happen to the tournament's number 2 seed, Illinois State?
Well, it happened a year ago, where you had Evansville and Northern Iowa in the championship game. Both of them knocked off the 1 and 2 seeds respectively.
Off the end of the bat, it'll fall into right for a base hit. Now 5 consecutive batters have reached here in the 7th inning. You just wouldn't have seen it coming. Granted, it was only a 1-run lead, but you're looking at the bottom third of Loyola's order. Zaworski draws a walk. Jacqueline Murphy hits a 2-run homer, her second on the season. Katie Lasavita hits a 2-run homer. We're going to see another pitching change.
Well, Baxter could not get the job done. 2 runners on, and so they're going to go to the bullpen again.
Let's take a look at the game or the play that put Loyola on top. Jacqueline Murphy.
Runner at first base. I think pretty much everybody thought she was going to lay down a bunt, and instead she swings away and drills it to left field. Saw there was a fan down there, way down there. He was saying, no, it was on this side of the foul pole. It was a foul ball, but it stayed fair.
Mackenzie Vissering in the circle. Vissering making just her 11th appearance on the season, a 5.91 ERA, 21 in a third innings pitched. He's given up 38 hits, 11 strikeouts, and 14 walks. Melinda Fisher trying to get some answers.
Well, you got to try something. You got to stop the bleeding right now. Still nobody out for Loyola. You got a very dangerous hitter up in Lauren Moore.
Moore already with 2 home runs in this tournament. And Vissering delivers in there for a strike. Loyola trying not only to come from behind and move into tomorrow's championship game, Loyola's trying to break this game open.
Well, if Moore gets a hold of one, it certainly could happen.
Nice play and a nice flip. Throw to first is not in time. Redbirds do get the force. And what a play by Drish at short. That may well have saved a run.
It really did. Drish doing a great job going, ranging up the middle, lays out for it and flips it just with the glove hand. And they almost turned the double play. It was a great play by Illinois State.
So Moore is the runner at first, reaching on the fielder's choice. This brings Schaefer up. Schaefer looks at a strike. So if the Birds can somehow get out of this inning, that may be a big play if Illinois State can start to mount a comeback in its half of the 7th inning. 8, 9, and 1 due up for the Redbirds. But we won't scoff at the bottom part of anybody's batting order after this inning.
Looks like infield in just a little bit in case they need to make the play at the plate.
Kenzie Vissering in the circle, the 3rd pitcher of the inning. Ten minutes ago, the Redbirds were 3 outs away from a championship game appearance. Nice change-up, count even at 2-2.
And you go back and you think, does that base on balls change the mindset? And the team thinking, okay, now there's one on, now there's a little more pressure, and then immediately give up the home run.
A big strikeout on the 2-2. Second out of the inning. Let's have a look.
A little bit different look. Pitch right on the outside corner. Schaefer, 3rd strikeout of the day.
Vissering, the junior from East Peoria, and a transfer from Illinois Central College, trying to get her team out of the inning and still in the ball game.
They could get out of this without giving up another run. They've got a shot.
Bell cranks one to center, and Harrison broke in, then went back to grab it. So Vissering gets out of it without any further damage, but 3 huge runs, a couple of homers from Murphy and La Savita. Those homers have Loyola 3 outs away from a championship game appearance here on Valley Live.
You could fly to Venice or Paris or even Copenhagen. You could fly all over the world. But why? When you could just come to St. Louis. Your trip begins at ExploreSt.Louis.com.
Life has its twists and turns. It can take many different shapes. But a good retirement plan changes with your life. And as we talk about what you're putting away and how much you'll need to retire, what was uncertain becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
The 2014 Missouri Valley Conference Softball Tournament is brought to you by Coventry Healthcare and Aetna Company, the official presenting sponsor for the MVC TV network. By Emerson, the global technology and engineering company. Emerson, consider it solved. And by Casey's General Store. Casey's, famous for pizza. to the bottom of the 7th inning, and it's on her shoulders. Brittany Gardner in the circle, the Valley Pitcher of the Year for Loyola, trying to guide 7th seed Loyola into tomorrow's championship game against the 4th-seeded Bradley Braves. I want to say that was last year. Wasn't that a 7-4, Evansville, Northern Iowa?
It might have been. No, I think Northern Iowa was a 5. No, were they a 5 seed this year?
This year they were, but let's not count it over yet. Loyola hit up Illinois State for 3 runs in the top of the 7th inning. Illinois State now with 3 outs to respond. Kara Rep stands in. She doubled to center field her last time up. Gardner's line, 6+ innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, just 1 of those earned. 5 strikeouts, a pair of walks. And the pitch. Wave and a miss, 0-2. So if you're Illinois State, you just got to get somebody on.
Thinking base runners. And by the way, yes, you are correct. Northern Iowa is a 4 seed, Evansville a 7 seed.
Swung on and missed. Strikeout number 6 as Rep strikes out swinging. Colby Hoffman will stand in now. Let's take a look at the strikeout.
This gets right down to business. And Rep was coming away from that. Really did not get a good look at it as she ran up on that pitch.
Colby Hoffman stands in now. She's had a pair of hits. And the first one, changeup got away from her. Hoffman trying to roll it back to the top of the order.
You see in the background, that last row of bleachers, Coach Amy Hayes scouting this game as her Bradley Braves will face the winner of this ball game.
Wave and a miss. Hoffman batting .271 on the year. Shows bunt, pulls back, takes for a ball, 2-1. Hoffman trying to get on any way she can. Laura Canopy on deck for the Redbirds.
Gardner mixing it up, showing a variety of speeds and placements with these pitches here in this bottom half of the inning.
The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Loyola with 3 stunning runs in the top of the 7th inning. A walk and a 2-run homer by Jacqueline Murphy and a solo homer by Katie LaCivita. For each player, just their 2nd on the year. Here's the 2-2. It's high, 3-2. Hoffman trying to bring the tying run to the plate.
Oh, we saw what happened when Loyola got a runner on in the top half of the inning. Changes mindset, puts a little pressure on the defense out in the field.
So a big 3-2 right here. She stays alive. Head coach Missy Becerras in her 3rd year at Loyola. Trying to see her team get into the championship game. Swing and a miss. 2 gone. Strikeout number 7 for Gardner. And the Redbirds are down to their final hope. Gardner 7 strikeouts today. She had 14 yesterday, so she is right on at a strikeout an inning. And if there is a leader for your tournament MVP at this point, she's it. Laura Canopy stands in as the final hope for Illinois State, trailing by 2. And the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Canopy with some pop.
She just needs to get on, because then that brings up Harrison, who can put the ball in play and hustle down the line, and then that puts a little bit more pressure on the infielders. So Canopy needs to find a way to get herself on.
2-0 the count. Canopy, the last hope. Here's the 2-0. 3-0. Redbird dugout still in the game.
A little nerve over there, nerves going on, anticipation, knowing that they're down to their final out, and if Canopy can get on, there's still a glimmer of hope for the Redbirds.
So the 3-0 pitch from Gardner on the inside corner.
That ball initially looked like it might hit Canopy, and then it just moved and curved around.
I think Canopy read it that way. She almost tried to lean into it.
Yeah, and she's good at doing that.
So the 3-1, here it is, swung on, grounded, foul. So the Redbirds down to a final strike. Loyola in its first year in the Missouri Valley Conference, trying to get to the championship game where 4th seeded Bradley awaits. Laura Canopy in the box. Brittany Gardner's 3-2, swung on, fouled away.
Job by Canopy, battling up there, full count now.
Linda Fisher, a little encouragement for her batter. Canopy, a .328 hitter. These guys do get on. A .486 on base percentage for Canopy. 3-2 pitch from Gardner. Strike 3 call. Canopy was 4 steps toward the first base bag, but the game's over. Strike 3 call, and Loyola stuns Illinois State to move on to tomorrow's championship game.
Quite a turn of events. It all happened in the top part of the 7th inning, with the lower half of the Loyola batting order getting their team back on top and into the championship game.
Our players of the game, a presentation of Coventry Healthcare and Aetna Company. Visit CoventryHealthcare.com for more information. Health, wellness, Coventry Healthcare. We'll go with Reagan Romshek, the starting pitcher for Illinois State. Until the 7th inning, she had it all under control, just giving up 1 solo home run before the walk, and then the home runs to put Loyola on top in the 7th. And for Loyola, we'll go with Brittany Gardner once again. Just an outstanding tournament, her 3rd complete game victory in this tournament. 8 strikeouts in this one, including getting Laura Canopy looking to end the ball game.
Now, she certainly has been dominant through their 3 games and has a lot of fire and a lot of excitement, and her teammates are backing her up.
And today's play of the game presented by Worth Sports, the official softball of the Missouri Valley Conference. Worth Sports, legit power, legit performance. Jacqueline Murphy, the 8th place hitter, comes to bat in the 7th inning, just 1 home run on the season, and she smacks a 2-run shot to, at that time, give her team a 3-2 lead. Eddie LaCivita would add a solo shot immediately afterwards, and that sends 7-seed Loyola into tomorrow's championship game. More after this on Valley Live.
You want affordable healthcare coverage that helps cover rising medical costs, and that's exactly what you'll get with Coventry. We offer a variety of affordable plans for you, your family, or business. To find out more, visit CoventryHealthcare.com today. Health, wellness, Coventry.
It's a star-struck summer at Casey's General Stores. Visit Casey's for spectacular spotlight savings, like Powerade 32-ounce bottles, 3 for $3, and large made-from-scratch taco pizzas for only $13.99. Plus, discover the secret word and enter to win a fabulous trip for 2 to Hollywood, $500 in gas, or other amazing prizes. Now premiering at Casey's General Stores. Casey's, famous for pizza.
Here is a track from Out of Sight.
Sorry.
Oh, hey, and check out that new look from Pepsi.
I don't know why, but today I feel a little bit different. I feel like I woke up this morning and I can change the world. I can change the world. I guess it's true, 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 yeah.
You want affordable healthcare coverage that helps cover rising medical costs. And that's exactly what you'll get with Coventry. We offer a variety of affordable plans for you, your family, or business. To find out more, visit CoventryHealthcare.com today. Health, wellness, Coventry.
The 7th-seeded Loyola Ramblers put up 3 in the top of the 7th inning to stun Illinois State and move into tomorrow's championship game. Be sure to tune in tomorrow as 4th-seeded Bradley takes on 7th-seeded Loyola in the title game of the 2014 Missouri Valley Conference Softball Tournament here at Marion-Kinnear Stadium. Please note, this game will not be available on Valley Live. Coverage will begin at 2:30 Central tomorrow on Fox Sports Midwest, Fox Sports Indiana, Fox Sports Kansas City, Fox College Sports, Comcast Sportsnet Chicago, and ESPN3. Check your channel guide for more information. For Laura Leonard and our entire Webstream Sports crew doing a fantastic job as always. Hope you've enjoyed things. I'm R.C. McBride. Thanks for joining us on Valley Live.